Summer Huntington.
Hello, my name's Summer. I'm the founder of Club Bell Yoga. I have a master's in kinesiology and I'm an experienced yoga teacher. And I'm going to be showing you some ways that you can warm up for poi. And if you want to go into a little bit of why you think this is needed in the poi community.
I mean, sometimes we've seen some shoulder injuries and carpal tunnel, some things with the wrists, and I'd love to see zero injuries in the poi art form. And Summer's going to help us achieve that.
Yeah, and I'd like to try to keep this as condensed as possible. So this will be about 5 minutes just warming up basically wrists, elbows, and shoulders, and also the thoracic spine. So Nick's going to join along with me. Let's go ahead and come on back. We'll start with some open chain wrist mobility, just moving forward and back. And imagine as if you're going over PVC pipes. You want to be moving in a circular pattern forward and back. How's that feel, Nick? Feel pretty good? Yep. So when you're doing this, you want to make sure that you're getting the maximum action, muscle action in the wrist. So really, really squeeze down and squeeze back. And then you can come to center and then start to go side to side. Thanks for that demo. And then once you've got those ranges, you can add that into a circle, moving as if you're moving your hand over a sphere, a ball. And once you've got that down, you can make your way down to the floor. Same exercise, but we're going to be coming down and closing the kinetic chain. So here we're pawing the ground with the hands turned out. We call this one seal. And the farther you move your body back, the more intense stretch you'll feel in the wrists. And so you can see that Nick's doing the modified version because he's straight up and down, and I'm doing the more advanced version because I'm farther back. So depending on your flexibility, that will dictate how far you can go. And then turn the hands in for bulldog. And again, you're just pawing up and down, and you're trying to get as many reps as you can because you want to expose yourself to that stretch multiple times. So in my 10 seconds or so of warming up, I've gotten 10 little stretches because I've done 10 pawing actions. All right. And then go ahead and come to the knees. We'll move into the elbows. So basic elbow circles. You can start with your thumbs facing towards each other. Bend your elbows into full flexion and then fully extend, moving in a circular pattern. What this does is it primes the elbow joint, gets synovial fluid in there, keeping the joint supple, avoiding tendonitis, and avoiding brittle joints. And then you can point your thumbs away from you. Pack your shoulders down, which means engage your lats and your pecs at the same time. Then chase your shoulders back one at a time. And try to get some mobility in the thoracic spine. If your shoulder comes up too high, then you've lost the shoulder pack. So try to keep doing this with your shoulders away from your ears. So it might look like this. And then the next one, thoracic mobility. Tell me a name of a poi exercise that requires you to basically rotate your body. Maybe like
anything like turning the weaves or hip reels and shoulder reels. It's all turning.
Great.
From one plane to another.
So one that can prime that area, which is thoracic spine, is kneeling arm threads from child's pose. So just take the knees out nice and wide, thread the arm underneath with the palm facing down, press against the floor as you thread, and this opposite hand is going to gently push you into a deeper stretch or a deeper twist. Try to keep your hips back towards your heels, and then Nick can jump in on this next one. So thread right arm underneath, exhale as you thread, ha.
Palm down or palm up?
Let's go palm down so that we get a little bit of pressure against that rear delt. And then keep going, Nick. I'm going to adjust you. Bring your hips back farther towards your heels to ensure that the movement is in your thoracic spine instead of your lumbar spine. Very nice.
Thoracic spine being kind of
like the middle middle chunk of your spine. So when you're doing these, you can aim for between 5 and 10 reps. Nice. And then next, we'll come back to our standing position. Mindfully. This is my favorite one, priming the rotator cuff muscles. This is a shoulder screw. So you start with your arms out at a T. You're going to shrug one shoulder up towards your ear, over and down, and the opposite shoulder back. And then unscrew. Both palms facing down to begin. Other shoulder up, over and down, opposite shoulder back. So if you do these standing with no squat, it looks like this. And then once you get proficient with the shoulder screw, you can add a squat or a diagonal squat, keeping your spine neutral, And just wringing out your middle spine as you wring out your shoulders. Inhale and exhale. And this one will give you longevity in your rotator cuff. So again, it's a great way to get synovial fluid into the joint and to keep the joint supple, healthy, and avoid any rotator cuff injuries. Good. And arms float down, roll the shoulders. And this one is super important, the backstroke. So you start with your arms up, palms facing each other. Make sure that the elbow joint is straight, and then pack the shoulder down, again, keeping the shoulders away from the ears. Take a backstroke back, and then repack the shoulder at the top. So just one arm at a time. I know you're probably used to moving two arms at the same time, but here we're working on scapular depression, and I might show this one on Nick on the next round. So Nick, go ahead and turn around so that your back is facing the camera. I'm going to show what a shoulder pack is. So bring your shoulders up to your ears. This is shoulders out of pack, and then draw your scapula down into a closed pack position. Again, out of pack is unstable. In pack is stable. This is the safest joint for the shoulder, or safest place for the shoulder joint to be in, especially when you're swinging or loading the joint. So from here, take a backstroke back with your right hand. Reach back as if you're shaking someone's hand, and then let your palm brush your thigh as you come back. Try to go all the way to vertical or north, and then repack the shoulders. Again, reach back, stretch back, find that thoracic mobility. Hand sweeps past the thigh. Repack as if you're doing a pull-up. You're pretending that you're pulling yourself up on a pull-up bar. Again, one more time on each side. Repack, reach back. These can also be done in the forward direction, which would look like this. Forward. Same idea, pack the shoulder, and forward, and pack the shoulder. Cool, what do you think?
I hope that helps. So that doesn't take long, and it's something you can do before anytime you're going to spin pulley bunch, and I think it'll help.
Awesome, well thank you so much for having me here at Leviathan, and I look forward to working with you in the future. Awesome stuff.